What's going on, family? What's going on? Your welding coach, Joe Brown, aka Black Phoenix, checking in with you this afternoon, and I wanted to talk to you about how to show up to weld tests. A lot of people ask me, hey, how do I go in and prepare myself to get this job and take this weld test? How do I gain the confidence of the employer that I'm trying to get hired, or the company, or whatever you're trying to do? If it's a staffing agency, whatever you're trying to do to test, it's always good to come in prepared. So you see, I got my backpack on. I don't have everything on because I got everything in my backpack, fam. So I would always say for those to invest in you a decent bag. You don't have to break the bank, fam. You don't have to break the bank on getting you a bag, but I would say get you a bag where you can have all of your PPE and all the little tools and necessities that you might need to do the test. And I'm telling you that CWI or that project or that plant manager or whoever it is that's supervising you walking through, if they are going to appreciate that you came prepared, ready to work. You got your boots on, you ain't got holes in your pants, and if you got jewelry on, you even got your jewelry tucked up, or you're taking your rings off, and you're making sure that everything is in line. So that's one good thing to always do. Show up prepared, fam. I have seen people show up to weld testers and people walk them right off. You don't have to come back again. I don't know what they thought they was doing, but get all your PPE, everything you need. So that's the first major tip I can give you. So after you get your bag or your whatever you got, you know, everybody got something different. Come in and get everything out and have everything on proper when the guy come on. So normally that the guy come over. So sometimes when you go in, the CWI or whoever testing you, they might have the machine off, and they want you to dial up the machine, make the machine work, you know, make everything, you know, work. Or you might come in and they have everything preset. So today we're going to act like we walked into a shop. They got everything preset. They got the gas up and going. They got everything set the way it needs to be set. And just for shit and giggles, they even tacked up your coupon. They got everything ready. And now me personally, if I was you and I was going in taking a test and it was going to be a dual test, like uphill and overhead, what I would do is I would literally set my coupons up just like this. I set my uphill up, then I set my overhead test up. That way, when I'm coming out one, I can be positioning for the next. And while this is cooling down, I'm working on this. While that's cooling down, I'm working on that. You see what I'm saying? And just by you having these type of work ethics, whoever testing you is going to see, oh man, he tacked both plates up. He's doing a little here, a little there. That's going to tell a lot about your work ethics. That's going to tell a lot about how you think outside of the box and you come prepared to do this test. You didn't come here to waste no time. You ain't got all day. You got some things you got to do with your time. Go get some more money when you leave there. So you just want to show up, family, and put your best foot first, family. So in my personal opinion, once you get there, if you're doing two tests, set both of them up. If it's flat and horizontal, set them up. Whatever your test is, if you're just doing one, then that's understandable. You just set that one test up and you get ready to go. But make sure you get all your PPE and everything you need. Have all your stuff lined out. Whoever is going to be inspecting you and watching what you do, believe me, fam, they're watching everything. They're watching how you walk in. They're watching how you carry yourself, how you cut your machine on. You know, you want to have confidence, family. If you go in and you act and they think you lost, it's probably because you probably is lost. You know what I mean? So get some pointers. Do whatever you have to do before you go in. Talk to somebody, you know, watch this video, you know, and come in ready, fam, to take the test. Come in ready to take the test. So have all of your stuff lined out properly. You know, all of these things is going to help you get the job on top of you having great skills. On top of you having great skills, being prepared, PPE, now you're ready to go. And I want to say this a rule of thumb too. Once you go in and they set everything up, remember, you have done this countless times. This is just a walk through the park. You've been doing this countless times. It's not going to be nothing for you. You know, this is going to be easy. So just keep that in mind. Don't act like it's a test. If you get anxiety from tests, just come up with another word for it. You know what I mean? But just come in, get all your PPE, set your coupons up, get prepared, and if 9 times out of 10, the guy probably want to look at your route and look at especially your route. He want to see that, and then he'll probably come back as you started dropping the bees in, so they can see your performance and see how everything is going. So just keep that in mind, fam. So I'm gonna ask a couple questions real quick before I dive back into this. Oh yeah, this one right here is, fam. Most shops you see is gonna have older welders. Some of them might have some newer welders, but 9 times out of 10, you might have some older units in there. So I'm gonna take y'all up close. Any tips for vertical? I'm about to do some vertical. So I wanted to take you up close so you can see. You know, you want to tack both of your coupons up if possible. That way you can transition from one coupon to the next coupon. That's the main thing. Set all your tools up you know you'll need, whatever you know you're allowed to use. If you can use the grinder, set your grinder up, wire brush, chip and hammer, your pliers so you can cut your wire, whatever you need. Make sure you got everything, you know, lined out. Your tape measure there if you need it, whatever you need. I would say that'll be a plus. So do that, fam. I say that'll be the first part of you taking your test, how to show up. Now, once you do that, then you'll start diving into it and actually start working on the test process. Salute, 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 salute. Glad you're getting to it, fam. I'm glad you come in to learn, fam. The main tips I can give you for vertical is to check out watch your angle, your gap, and your travel speed. And I'm about to do some welding here in a second, just to give you a concept of what you want to do. And this is what I have done too. I have went to many jobs I have been on, or many interviews, or many weld tests I had to take. And literally when I walk in, if I got to do dual tests, I'm gonna set both coupons up just like I did, so that way I can dive into this and knock it out in a timely manner. So that's the main thing. You want to knock it out in a timely manner, and you want to make sure all your settings and everything is good on it. So what we're gonna do, like I say, for rule of thumb, I set this, but I'm actually gonna have it a hair hotter, because I set it for something that we was using earlier. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do 27 and 300 on the wire speed. Oh yeah, fam, what magazine you see me on? Okay, you do 280. Okay, that ain't bad, I actually had it on 22. I got it on 27 and 300 right now. We're gonna try this 27 and 300 and go from there. Now I'm using dual shield wire. So this is a flux core test. We are using 75-25 on the gas. And our goal is to have no less than 5/8, I would say, or half. I'm gonna say 5/8 to 3/4 though. That's gonna be typical where you wanna be at. All right, I stopped. Something's going on with my wire. My wire is pulling in and out, so it got to be in the roll. So if you ever get to doing something and you see something funny happen, stop it. I ain't got no fallout, I ain't got nothing bad, but I can tell something isn't right. It ain't feeding my wire properly. I don't know if it's too much on this. Hold up. Let's see what's going on. So it's always good to stop and troubleshoot because that is not right. That turned out well though. Let me let y'all see this, what I did. So as I'm going and getting ready to do it, my wire got to doing some funny stuff. So I dived out of it so I can tie right back into it. So anytime you have a situation, fam, I'm telling you, you have a situation and it's not going right or something ain't working right, dive into it and figure out what's going on before you just get the welding. I appreciate the share, fam. Thanks for the love. I like to do the steady motion, fam. I just stay steady. That's my main thing. I try to stay steady. Keep that in mind, fam. Try to just stay steady, and I think you'll be okay. So let's dive back into this and see if it's gonna do it again. But it was going good, and then it got it seemed like the spool was too tight or something was catching it. Like the wire was going and not shooting. I don't know what, it was doing something funny. I ain't like it. I knew it wasn't gonna end up turning right, so I'd rather stop. Y'all see that? As soon as it touched, it did it. What's going on with my wire here? All right, let's troubleshoot this. See, as soon as I got ready to hit this, look, it ain't even, something going on. Hold up. Troubleshooting time, fam. Something is going on with the wire. Got that right. Now, right there, it seemed like it did right. But let's try it this time. I had to put a little bit more tension on the wires, what I just did. But it didn't do nothing but fuse out once I got ready to hit this, so I don't know what was going on. Doing the same thing, I don't know, hold up. Something is going on. And I just put this new spool in there. I wonder if something off or something. Still looks good. I just put a brand new spool of wire on there. That thing act like it's too heavy, like it don't want to roll or something. to figure something out here. Still looking good though. Something going on with this wire, fam. I'm finna figure out what's going on. Try this. It's almost done. Let's see. Woo. That was it. I'm gonna let y'all see it. So y'all see I had to stop out 1, 2, 3. I stopped 3 times, 4 times, checking on the wire. You always gonna run into a situation where you got to troubleshoot, fam, so never get scared. Yeah, it sounds legit now. Hey man, I can do a good post route with a MIG. Show y'all what I did here though. So y'all see I was having some issues. I just put a new spool of wire on there. So I let off some of the tension in here, thinking this was getting too tight. I put some more pressure down on here. I made sure that the roll was good, and it was changing on me. So that's not a bad route neither, even though I was having some issues. You see, this is where it really was acting funny at when I stopped. So that was 1, 2, 3 stops. And here I tied it, here it went good. And now I can just, bam, go and start filling it in. So don't get caught up. Like, so say if you go and you get a little undercut or something on the side, don't even trip on it, because when you get ready to do your filler passes, you're gonna actually eliminate that problem. The main thing, you don't want no holes in, you wanna make sure you tie in. But we know we just had a little situation there and we still gonna come out all right on it. But sometimes you got to do that, fam. You literally wanna stop what you're doing, find out what's wrong, reset yourself, regroup, and then dive back into it, fam. Then dive back into it. That way you don't set yourself up for failure. But that turned out good once I changed it. And as y'all see, I don't know if you can see, but boy, I got some smoke coming off that thing. So now we're gonna step uphill, like I said. We did the first one, now we're gonna jump and do this one. So y'all know what just happened? It's arced out on me. All right, try this again. Y'all see that rise here? Right at my EMP. Right at the end, which is actually in my safe zone because your first inch and your last inch on your test plate, they're gonna cut off. I don't have any I don't have any runoff tabs or nothing on this. I just made it regular, so that first inch and that last inch, they're gonna always remove that. My guy say stand on business. Yeah, you gotta start one way, fam. So we're gonna clean it. And actually, I ain't even got to put a grinder on that. That turned out pretty good. Now this one right here, that's last the top, man. Woo! Turned out good. Put the slag on there. There we go. That little piece of slag don't want to go. Oh man, that turned out real well. See how that looks. So yeah, it turned out pretty well, fam. That's that first one. That's that second one. It turned out pretty good. Pretty good. Now we're finna jump in and do our fillet pass. So you see how we transitioning. So once you get everything going, you just start transitioning. Now you go from bottom to top, bottom to top. Make sure you got the proper stick out. You don't want to be too close. Now this is a 1-inch coupon, family, so it can take some heat. You can apply some heat on this coupon. Remember, wash the puddle. Wash the puddle. You can see it spreading and you can see it tying in. As long as you're doing that, you're going to be fine. And that turned out good. And it can already drop there. And this one right here, by the time you see it's still hot, I'm dabbing back into this one. And it's gonna help this one right here. It's gonna cool down proper enough for me to keep going. think I need a hair. I added a hair more wire speed. And I think that's always good to keep checking it. Keep it clean, fam. Just remember, gap, angle, travel speed. Those 3 great tips that I can give you. And that's any with stick welding, MIG welding, flux core welding, even TIG welding. Fam, you know what? I wish I had the main thing, family, with that 6G coupon. Yeah, I do it all, fam. The main thing with that 6G coupon is making sure you get comfortable and making sure if you're going to walk the cup on there, just making sure you stand in the center. If you're feeding it or if you're doing it from the outside, the main thing is that I have that helped me out. Don't try to put too much on it. If you would just use your wrist slightly, allow the cup to do the work. And I think it'll be a whole lot easier when you taking that root in, because I've seen people try to work it too much and they put too much on it, like they put too much turn on it. So you don't wanna most definitely cut into the pipe or contaminate it by putting your tungsten into the pipe, because if it's gonna be X-ray, fam, and you stick that tungsten in there, it's gonna be in there, because that tungsten is a harder metal too. That tungsten is a harder metal, and if it's in the X-ray, it's gonna be in there. Y'all see that one right there? And I just dropped that one. We're finna get ready to drop that next one in there. But y'all, look at that plate. See that plate smoking? We're gonna give it time enough to cool down. While it's cooling down, we'll be working on the next one. I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas, fam. Little Rock, Arkansas. The land of the hoes right now, fam. What is up with my damn tip? I haven't used this machine in a while, and I see a couple things with this specific booth, and I need to get a couple things I'm gonna have to bring over here for it. Ooh, that thing about to fall on me, fam. It's probably gonna fall while what I say? That burned pretty good. Now when we transition out of that one, we letting this one cool, we're gonna dive back into this vert. Just remember, take your time. Don't go too fast. The bead literally wants to lay in there. It do not want to fall out. But if you get to doing some crazy stuff, it might fall out on you, fam. No, I'm doing MIG welding, family. It's actually a part of MIG welding called flux core. This is flux core wire, which resembles stick welding, in my personal opinion. Flux core wire is like 7018 on steroids. Just picture a 7018 you can hit with a banana clip. Poop, 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 poop. That's like flux core, in my personal opinion. I'm doing dual shield, family. This is dual shield, actually. Hey, fam, sign up. Wherever you at, find you a school. Wherever you at, find you a school, fam. The main thing is to get signed up, fam. If you got a program in your area, check it out, see what they got going on. If it isn't one in your area, never be afraid to relocate and travel and move around, because sometimes moving around can get you a better opportunity. So I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas. Our program is 16 weeks. At 16 weeks, you learn how to stick weld, flux core weld, MIG weld, and the introduction to TIG, how to use the cutting torch, how to use the plasma torch, weld symbols, some blueprint reading, and you get your OSHA 10, and we helped you with job placement in 16 weeks. So the goal is to really help you change the game in 16 weeks, family, and it's only $37.75, right under $4,000. When you can literally, as soon as you finish this course, if you put your all into it and you come in and you show up and you show out, we got a couple companies that will guarantee you $60K starting out of leaving our class. Family, I don't know where you at, but that's a game changer. Here in Little Rock, minimum wage is $11. So if you can come to this program and you was making $11 or a couple dollars more, and you can leave and start making $60K a year, most people go to college 4 years for that. And still 5 years and still paying off debt. You can come in here for 16 weeks and change the game, fam. So it's all about the work ethics, and it's not necessarily about the school too. You got to have a good instructor, fam. I love to say this. I have seen many schools that had the best technology, the best equipment, the best of everything, but their instructor was an asshole. Their instructor was a prick, like literally. Like he walked around, his hand in his pocket. Keep working on it, keep working on it. You know what I mean? You're doing good, give you some pointers. Man, grab this thing, go in the booth, show me how to do it. Put your hands on, fam. I'm hands on, fam. That's the only way I can teach you. I'm kind of like your granddaddy or your dad that teach you how to ride a bike. I got to put my hands on it with you, fam. Once you get to going, I can let go and sit back and let you do your thing. You might fall a couple times, but you'll get back up and keep riding. My bad, fam. My screen got stuck. I do it all, family. I'm actually a fabricator, welding engineer, so I like the production, fabrication, steel welding, mobile welding, repairs. I do it all, fam. I'm using flux core right now, 045 wire. Yes, I did some stainless pipe. I did a lot of stainless pipe. Actually, I did a lot of stainless pipe in Glendale, Arizona for the, what plant was that? The Coca-Cola, no, that was the Pepsi plant. Was that Pepsi? Nah, Gatorade, the Gatorade plant in Glendale, Arizona. I actually did a couple shutdowns there, and we was putting in stainless piping. Yep, a lot of stainless piping. Hey, fam, a lot of stuff you do learn on your own, fam. I ain't gonna lie, family, they got a lot of machines you can get. But in my personal, I'm even gonna mess with Lincoln, Miller, or Hobart. That's what I spend my money on. Now, to each his own, that's just what I would spend my money on. Salute. What? Jacksonville, what, Florida? You in Jacksonville, Florida going to the... Oh, shit. You in Jacksonville, Arkansas. I'm tripping. Okay. All right. I see where you at, sis. Thanks for checking in, fam. Thanks for checking in. That's what I'm doing now, family. I'm actually doing something now. The main thing is to watch your travel speed. Don't go too fast. These are 2 coupons. You see, these are 1-inch coupons. that I'm working on. I'm acting like this is a real test. That's my uphill. That's my overhead. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know if y'all can see it because I can't see. Hopefully y'all can see that. But I'm acting like this is a actual real test. And let me say this. This is also the test here in Little Rock that you can take after finishing the program for 16 weeks. We got a company that will hire you, and all you have to do is do the uphill and overhead flux core welding test, and they start you out at $20 an hour, and if you can fit, they'll start you out at $23. Now that's starting. If you're seasoned, you can get more than that. But I'm just saying, if you're a beginner starting out at $20 an hour, 23, fam, that's a game changer. That is a game changer for you, man. Now, another major tip I would give you is on this flux core, keep you 5/8 to 3/4 stick out. Some people, if I'm doing a slight, like if I'm doing a hot pass, I might do a slight movement, touching the walls, just slightly, just pushing the weld, making sure it ties in, and then honestly, it'll be safer if you're not. If you're not comfortable with doing a weave hot pass, just run stringers. Run stringers to fill that whole coupon out, and that'll be the safest way to go. That'll keep you from having any problems. Man, how you in Jacksonville, Arkansas? You didn't bypass me and went to Jacksonville? I don't even want to talk to you no more, sis. You done hurt my feelings. It all depends on where they at, family. It all depends on where they at. I was doing pipe welding out there, and I was getting, and this was actually working for a company that had all the stuff. The most I got out of it was about when they provide and everything. Now, if I pull up with my rig, I can get 65 all day in Phoenix. $65, $75 an hour all day, and they'll buy my gas and all the stuff. Now, if I'm using they stuff, normally I'll make $30 an hour. You know, when I was out there, if I'm using all of their equipment, I'll just pull up with my body and my knowledge, I'll at least make 30. If I pull up with all of my stuff, I'm making 65 and up. And I have done it already. Yeah, taking is money too. It all depends on what you want to do, fam. I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas, family. Little Rock, Arkansas. Thanks for checking in. I have done it all, family. I'm a pipe welder. I'm a structural welder. I'm a rig welder. I'm a millwright iron worker. You know what I mean? You know, I've done it all, fam. Whatever I can do to get to the bag. But I'm gonna say this though. I have had more fun doing structural welding and fabrication and made more money. I made with less headaches. I love structural fabrication, structural welding, fitting. I have done that and made more money with less headaches, you know. But I love using my own. You're always gonna make more money when you invest in yourself. If you got your own rig, or if you don't have a big rig, if you got a welder you can pick up and you can go and do some repairs, you're gonna win. You're gonna make good money. You're gonna make good money once you invest in yourself. So keep that in mind, fam. Invest in yourself. And remember, ooh, it was dropping in on me one. Follow your puddle. Your puddle's gonna tell you everything. You watch your puddle for your size. Now I'm gonna say, normally with this flux core, on blueprints I have seen no less than a 3/16 weld and probably no bigger than a 5/16 weld, 1 pass, 1/2 inch. Nothing bigger than a 1/2 inch. 5/16, 1/2 inch as far as 1 pass. Everything else gonna be multiple passes. So just keep that in mind. You're gonna have multiple passes. As y'all see, I'm using no power tools, even though on this test, some of them do allow you to use the grinder and stuff, but I'm not using any power tools. So I want you to get good at troubleshooting your welds and taking your time where you don't need none. Yeah, I did structural ironworking, fam. I loved it. I loved it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, it's a start, fam. That's what I'm saying. Don't get intimidated. Listen to what all these folks saying. Hey, that well worth $50, $30, $65. Fam, just get to the bag. Don't get caught up in that because a lot of time they just trying to sell you a dream. I'm not gonna sell you a dream, fam. If you want to get that big money, you can get it. But I'm just gonna tell you, sometimes that big check is a big headache. So, and you can still make good money without the headaches, fam. Without the headaches. Salute, salute. About time for me another one. You see, I done burnt the color. Hey, shout out to my home girl, the barber chick. She picked this up for me. She bought her one, and I gave her some money. She got me one, and you see it's all different colors. I done about burnt this one up. I got me a new green one, but you know I don't want to be like I'm a greenhorn. Yes, you can make a lot of money in MIG welding when it comes to fabrication. They actually got a company in Southeast Arkansas called Safe Holland, and all they do is MIG post welding, and they actually test you in 3 positions: flat, vertical down, and overhead. If you can pass all they tests, they start you out at 20 an hour too. And it's a union spot too, so it's union and non-union. You don't have to sign up for the union, but it is a union company. You know, so it all depends. You know, it's all based on the individual. So, as you see how we going, family, we going from one to the next, and now we finna dive up here. Overhead. Now, I love to say this. To me, overhead is just like doing flat. If you can master that flat, that overhead gonna be easy once you get in the line of sight where you can see. So make sure you can see everything before you start. I love to say the 6 P's, family. Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. Prepare yourself before you get started, and you're gonna have less issues, fam. Hands down. like glass. So have you been noticing how I've been diving from one into the other, from the other into the other? And that'll just help you take this test a lot faster. And you'll be able to allow the place to rest. Because especially when you dive into it with 25 and 27 amps, family, you are putting some heat into that plate, fam. So you don't want to take a risk of the metal spooling out. You know what I'm saying? Family, I got a series in my bio, and literally it covers the 3G7018 groove test. I did it from start to finish on a 3/8 coupon. The main thing you want to do, fam, when it comes to that stick, you don't want to set it too hot. So if you're using 3/32, me personally, I probably run that rod about 90 amps all the way out. Maybe 95, depends on the machine because each machine is different. So I say between 90 to 95 amps depending on the machine, and I run it the whole time on that amperage. So the main thing I would do is if you weave and tying in to your sidewalls on your root pads, it should take you 2 rods, maybe 3 if you're slowing down a whole lot tying in at the top, but 2 rods should get you through that root. And then just to be safe, I would run stringers the whole way. Keep it tight. If that light getting bright, that means you're too far away, fam, and it's gonna cause some trash or some porosity, something gonna happen. So keep it real tight. Kiss the metal. Almost kiss where you feel the arc pushing it off. That's how close you want to be. You want to have it close enough where it's not putting it out, but it's keeping it tight, keeping the air out of it. That'll be one of the greatest tips I can give you when it comes to stick welding. Oh, the same thing for that, fam. It's the same technique, fam. Same technique on 1-inch plate. With that 1/8 rod, though, I would run probably I probably start that 8-inch rod off probably 105. And then I start going up until it's where I want it to be. But I wouldn't get it too hot. I like to control the heat when I'm working with something, so I don't want to have it too hot. I want to be comfortable. You know, I don't want to do nothing where I got to rush, and because if anytime you rush, family, you're gonna have problems. It's just what it is, family. I have never did nothing too fast and I didn't mess up some type of way. So so just take your time with it. Hey, it is satisfying though, fam. Real talk, it is satisfying. It is satisfying to clean your welds and watch your performance and see how things going. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Let's dive into some overhead. About to get ready to cut this video short here in a minute, but I wanted to go live and give y'all some tips. So today I'm running 25 amps and 300 on my wire speed. I wanted to give a shout out to Custom Metals Lexicon here in Little Rock. They actually donated the coupons to me. They came down here and brought me a whole pallet of 1-inch coupons that's 7 inches long, so that way some of the students can practice and test. And they are also a company that hires our students once they graduate. So if our students, some of our students that want to get into fabrication and heavy steel, Lexicon Custom Metals is some places that will hire them and they would have a new home, fam. So shout out to Custom Metals Lexicon for donating us these coupons that I can be able to go live today and give y'all some pointers. So if you are in the area and you are a welder or you're coming to this area and you're looking for a good job, check out Lexicon here in Little Rock, Arkansas. Custom Metals, Prospect Steel, all of that is under the same umbrella. Check them out, family. Good company. I met some of the higher ups, family, and they really good people, and they believe in investing in their company, in their employees. They know You know, as that old saying say, the children are our future, fam. It is what it is. You can't be selfish and just think about you because somebody gonna have to take care of you one day. Keep that in mind, fam. So I just wanted to make sure I gave y'all some live tips. Let me let you see what I did. Actually, this one right here about to fall, ain't it, fam? That's when I just, about to fall on that one. That was my last one. I'm actually gonna run one more at the bottom to make that even out. And then I'm gonna call it quits. What time I got? I got a couple more minutes. Las Vegas checking in. Man, boy, I haven't been there. Well, I've been there, but I haven't got a chance to be there. You know what I'm saying? So it's still on my bucket list. I done been through, but I was on some work. Salute, fam. Thanks for the love, fam. I appreciate it. I swear I do. What kind of questions you got, man? I'm about to get ready to get up out of here. So if anybody got any questions that they just got to ask me, inbox me, or those who want to send me photos of their welds and ask me a couple questions, inbox me on Instagram. That's Your Welding Coach on Instagram, Your Welding Coach on Facebook, Your Welding Coach on YouTube. So I appreciate everybody for checking in with me, fam. I got the ride. Y'all be blessed and continues to prosper. I'm out. Hold on.